Hey, what's up? This is your Garden Bay, and today I'm going to teach you how to take store-bought onions, sprout them, plant them, and grow a whole nother onion, bulb and all. So let's get into it. Alright, first you take an onion. It can be white onion, it could be yellow onion, it could be red onion, not necessarily green onion. This does work with green onion, but for the technique I'm showing you today, it has to be an onion with a bulb. Alright, so this is your onion. This is how it grows. This is the top part. This is the bottom part. The bottom part is the side where you see a bunch of roots. The top part just has this little piece where a stalk comes out. But you want to cut right here because we're going to save the bottom part. So first step, you just get a nice knife and you want to cut about right here, not all the way up, not half, not all the way down, but about right here, maybe, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through. Alright, and you can set this part to the side, cook something with it, whatever you want to do, but we're going to be focusing on the bottom half for this video. Now you take the onion like this, and you can peel off the first layer if you want to, but you just want to take this part off because sometimes it may rot once it's sitting in the water. Now you have your onion. Once you have your onion cut off like this, you want to take just something small and shallow like this. It's just the top to like some Tupperware, and it's the perfect size, perfect depth, everything. You just take some water. Today I'm using bottled water. You can use whatever kind of water, but I like to always start my plants off in bottled water. You fill it up, and then you just take the onion top and you set it in there. You kind of want to put it like around the edge. You mainly want to just submerge the root and not so much the part of the onion. That's why you want to get something shallow, because if you have like a deep cup or something with a lot of water, this part around here may start to rot as it sits in the water. So you want to just place it like around the edge, so the only part that's in contact with the water is the roots. And then you could just take it like this, put it in like a sunny window, preferably south facing, but that's not 100% important. And you just want to change the water every day, preferably. If you're a little lazy, I say maybe every other day. Just leave it like that. This part is going to dry out right here, and then there's going to be a green stalk that comes out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all the different stages. This is the first one that I set in the water. You can see that it has sprouted some pretty long sprouts. And then I did this one, then this one, and then that, and then these are the last two. I just want to show y'all all of the stages. So when you first put it in the water, it's going to look like this. It's going to be nice, like a nice little onion. And then it starts to dry out like this, right? You see no sprouts have come out the middle, but the onion has dried out. And then it's going to go like this, where you can see the sprouts forming in the middle. Then it'll pop up green like this. And then the sprouts will continue to grow like this one and this one. And when you turn it over, the roots should look like this. They should be long and white. For an onion to go from this to this, it probably takes about, I want to say 8 to 10 days. So just be patient. But after it starts to sprout, you can go ahead and plant it. I'm going to plant this in some moist soil today. I'll be planting this one, this one, this one, and this one. And the rest I'll leave until the sprouts get a little longer. You just want to at least wait until it starts to come up like this. You can tell it's going to grow because it's like a little green sprout. That's how you know the onion is going to actually grow, because sometimes it might be a dud. So you might leave it sitting here and it won't sprout, which is okay. You can always just start over. But you just want to make sure that you have an onion with some life still left in it, because, these are onions from the grocery store. But I'm going to go ahead and go outside and show you guys how to plant these. Okay, so here I have a 5-gallon bucket. You really don't need a bucket this big to grow onions, but it's pretty much what I had on hand. So I'm just gonna use what I have. You can even grow these in maybe like a 3-gallon bucket or so. I just took this container and I filled it up with organic gardening soil. I put a little worm castings in it and a little peat moss. It's a nice little mix. And then I went ahead and watered it down so it's already moistened and ready to go. I always like to put my plants and start my seedlings and my seeds and all my transplants. I always like to put them in pre-moistened soil. I don't like to plant it anything dry because you're gonna have to add water afterwards, so you might as well already have it ready how you want it. I'm just gonna take the onions like this, and you see right here, this is 2 different plants. It's 1 and then 2. So I'm gonna try to split this as best as I can without messing it up. I want to try to keep the stalk intact, and I also want to keep the roots intact. Also, I'm removing the flesh from the bottom to prevent it from rotting once I put it in the soil. So I'm just peeling it back layer by layer until I get to the green stalk. Okay, you see number 1, number 2. I'm gonna try to split this as best as I can. It doesn't have to be an even split. You just have to make sure both pieces have a root attached. Okay. So this one still has a decent little root on it. It may just be the one, but it's still gonna grow because of the root is still attached. So I'm gonna bury this up to about here. You wanna leave the green part above the soil line and plant the roots. You wanna plant it about 1 to 1.5 inches deep. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I went ahead and planted 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in a shady section to where it's gonna get probably just a little bit of morning sun and the rest of the day be in shade, because I don't want these onions to wither up because I live in Florida and it's always hot outside. But as they get a little more accustomed to being outside, I will put them in a more sunny location because I do believe onions need full sun. But that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, go ahead and put a thumbs up at the bottom. And if you want to see more content from me, you want to keep up on these onions because I will keep you updated, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. This has been your Garden Bae. I appreciate you for watching. Y'all have a good one. I'm out, man. Peace.